Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol TVIX. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis last week, so that is where this red line and then the green line down here are coming from. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that green line. Doesn't pertain anymore to the chart. But as far as this resistance trend line right here is concerned, definitely pertains to the chart. And one of these situations where you could throw this right into a textbook, as far as the rule being when levels of resistance are broken, they tend to act as support. So going into the early part of the day was a resistance, but it was broken. So at that point, you would expect it to act as support if it were retested again. And sure enough, got retested right there and beautifully bounced right off that level. So a great example of a breakout and then a back test, and then from the back test back up the price went. And on both of those bounces, the first one wasn't a bounce. The first one was just a breakout. But after it pulled back and then bounced, this is what leads into the key level of resistance. And that resistance being the pink line up there, the 200 period moving average, which on 3 separate occasions, 2 times right there, and then the final point right there during the final 30 minutes, has rejected the price down. So it's become very apparent that that is now the key level of resistance to watch going forward. I'm now going to go ahead and get rid of that line there. It served its purpose. And the ideal level of support now going forward, meaning Clay, what would make this chart look the best? Definitely staying up here above the 1325 mark. That's very important because, and I'm not saying this is what's going to occur, but if the price were to go down to 1325 and then drop down below there, at that point, from a very literal perspective, that would be putting the price right back inside of where the price just broke out from. And not to insult your intelligence, but price movements that go back to where they were, not exactly a sign of true power. Whereas on the flip side of things, if the price came down here, behave like that, and then worked its way back upwards, well, at least at that point in time, you'd still have a set of lows there. You'd have those lows there, and then those lows down there. And if you envision those as stair steps, well, you'd have progress being made in the upwards direction via those stair steps. So 1325, definitely a very important level of support. And then for the reasons discussed already, that pink line up there, the 200 period moving average, the very important level of resistance. So let's see how this one continues to play out. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.